Hi Aquarius, my name's Amber. Welcome to the Symbols for Living YouTube channel. This is your love reading, answering the question, how does your partner feel about you? It is for the month of May. I do apologize for not bringing the April videos out for Aquarius, but life happens, and unfortunately, I didn't get my way and I wasn't able to do the videos, but hopefully this will make up for it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get stuck in with the reading. I would like to just start off saying that the Ace of Cups flew out of the deck more than once. I think it fell out like 2 times or 3 times. And I'd actually put it back in the deck. And I did say to Spirit, you know, I'm not going to just take them. They have to come out like more than once. And this one did. So I do feel that you are going to be offered love this month, or you will be very much focused on seeking love this month. It will be true love as well with the Ace of Cups. It could be that you're now just looking for true love. If it's been a bad relationship in the near past or in the past, or you haven't been in a relationship for a little while, you are now looking for the real thing, and I don't think you're going to be satisfied with just the run-of-the-mill or what turns up. You may have a more definite idea now of what you want in love. And yeah, there could be a new relationship, like I said, on the horizon, or a renewal to an existing relationship, if that's what you guys are working on. So I would also say at the bottom of the deck we do have the Devil card. So this does tell me that there are issues in the relationship that do need to be dealt with. It could be around addiction. It could be that you're addicted to each other. It could be that you're codependent, when I say addicted to each other. And it could be kind of an unhealthy relationship in that way. So it could be that there's a turnaround happening this month in that sense. We've also got the Queen of Swords at the base of the deck, and we've also got the King of Swords here. So I do feel like this is probably a soulmate relationship that you're dealing with. You could both be air signs as well, and you could be maybe stuck in a bit of a rut here. Like you two could kind of both be going around in circles. It's like no one ever wins kind of energy. If you're the queen and he's the king, or vice versa, that's a lot of talking and that's a lot of mind power between you two. I can see that you're both, be very strong in your opinions because you've thought it through. They're not just opinions that you just took. They've actually thought it through and considered all the facts. So it could be that there's a kind of a power struggle between you two as well, with the Devil card being here. We've also got the Tower card at the base of the deck, so major changes this month. That might be what the Ace of Cups is about as well, that there'll be a tearing down to an existing status quo that was not built in truth. So you may realize that a relationship was not genuine, or there was lies in the relationship, or there was something being hidden, or you guys glossed over way too much in your relationship. And now the truth is out. Now you cannot gloss over things. The cracks are just there to see. In fact, the cracks are causing the whole relationship to fall apart. And maybe at one point the things that brought you together may now be the things that are pulling you apart. So yeah, there's a complete breakdown here, but you're not losing anything that's useful or is a benefit to you. You're actually losing something that was based in a lie. So in fact, this is actually a card where you gain truth and clarity. So it's quite an empowering card, but it's just a dramatic card because it probably means there's some sort of major breakup in a relationship, or a major change in a relationship of some sort, or truth coming out in a relationship. So you may still stay together, but a lot of kind of ugly truths might be coming out. And I think this is also a warning card. The Devil card to me is always a warning card, just to let you know that you might need to slow down in some area. You've gone too far in some area. you're bordering on losing some sort of control or poise. You're losing something, and you need to pay attention to what you're doing, because you may be taking something too far to the extreme. It could be defensiveness, maybe, with this card coming right bang in the middle between these two. It could be that the Queen of Swords is notorious for being defensive and being taking no prisoners, and maybe even being quite critical. Um, I think you're just being warned here not to take that too far, and I think that's probably what the Ace of Cups is here for as well. It's probably saying, don't forget, even though this didn't work out, don't not believe in love anymore. Like, don't become too hardened or too bitter by it. Do still believe in love. Love is still around you this May. So keep positive as much as you can. And don't stop believing in love, as cliche as that sounds. Yeah, you're not to. Yeah, I thought this is also the Devil card talking about a codependent relationship. And I think that's what's coming to the surface. That's what's becoming apparent. We do have the Ten of Swords here essentially placed for how you currently feel. So I do feel like that Tower moment has come in the near past, and you do feel at the moment pretty defeated. You feel lied to, you feel betrayed, you feel there's no going back. You may feel like you don't even know this person, you may feel like you don't even know yourself. The Ten of Swords mean a complete breakdown of the ego. So yeah, this is like, it's almost like the Death card, really. It's probably why they put a dead man on it, because it really is like the Death card. It's like there's no going back. All you can do now is wait for the dawn to rise, with it being nighttime here, and hope that things are better in the morning, or something good will hopefully come in the future, because this is a very final kind of card. And it could also mean that you're putting an end to a very difficult situation. I really, really love it when Scarlet Moon says that, because it's such a great way. Scarlet Moon, by the way, is or Scarlet Online, forgot, but he's a tarot reader, Nico. He's a great guy, and yeah, he taught me a lot about tarot. And yeah, he always says that, and I do think that's a really good explanation for it. It is a really bad end to a very difficult situation. Okay, so thinking, where should I go next? Okay, I'm going to go to the past. So we've got the Eight of Cups clarified by the Two of Swords. So it looks like in the past your partner did leave the relationship. They decided that they wanted to try something. They wanted to kind of go out and try new things, basically. They weren't happy where they were. If this is a long-term relationship, it could be that, things just got a little bit boring or a little bit predictable, and a little bit like codependent, where you're not really your own person. And this person had this itch to, I think, go and explore other things. Possibly, the red could symbolize frustration. It could also symbolize passion and lust. So it could be that your partner may have felt that they were looking for different sexual experiences. But what they weren't doing is they weren't opening up to you about it. They weren't saying to you, hun, this is how I feel. They weren't even able to connect to their own feelings about it and understand those feelings and then try to communicate them to you. They weren't even able to do that. So they kind of, even though this is a red cape here, which symbolizes bravery, I feel that it's actually quite cowardly of them to not be brave enough and just at least try to have a conversation with you about it, about how they felt. Instead, they've just kind of gone off here into the night as well, searching for that ninth cup. The ninth cup also is quite a selfish cup, which has to be said. It's a lovely cup, but there's like one person surrounded by like 9 cups. He's not sharing. There's no one else there, you know. So this person could be thinking about their own feelings, but as I said, they're not even really in touch with their own feelings. So they probably just got bored, and through that frustration, they've kind of translated that into, oh, I need to go and find some excitement. I need to go and see what I'm missing out on. And yeah, they haven't told you about it, I don't think. And if they have, it's like they're missing the emotion out of it. They're just kind of speaking. They're not really telling you how they feel. They're telling you maybe what they think you want to hear, you know. They could be hiding information as well. Because this card sometimes talks about someone who needs more information. But it could actually be saying, you know, actually they're withholding the information and how they really feel. Maybe because they think you're going to be upset. Maybe because, you know, this is a warning here with the Queen of Swords. Like, don't take things too far. Like, do remain approachable. You know, because this may, even though this person may not deserve an opportunity to talk, considering that they may have been unfaithful. But if you did want to kind of talk, then you may need to be more receptive with the Ace of Cups here. Okay, so we've got your card here in the past as the Knight of Swords. So I feel that you were very angry about what happened. You felt obviously again very let down, but more angry. You know, I think it went from love to hate. Like, it went from complete happiness or comfortability to raging anger, I feel, because in this card we've got a tower blazing in the background, and then we've got you pictured in the foreground and with a sword in your hand, which looks like either is reflecting the fiery blaze or has got blood on it. Some people interpret it as blood, but I think it's actually a reflection of the fire in the background, and that there's a big fire around this person. There's a lot of anger and passion and you know, fast action, being really defensive, fighting for what you believe in. You know, you may have even been like trying to get extra information somehow, like being extra investigative. There's just no sort of chill with this person. They're all go, and you embodied this person in the near past. So I think you were really, really angry. And it's probably why you also feel this way, like there's just no going back. You know, so many things have been said. It's just a dead case, you know. And maybe, you know, you feel that way because of things that you said, and you may have just cut them off. You may have gone into one. You probably had a really blazing argument with this person, and you probably cut them to pieces here. You probably just completely lost it. That's how I feel. And that might be what the Devil card is about. It's like saying maybe you completely lost it, like you went far. It's all well and good, like everyone's gonna lose it sometimes. Like, we don't have these emotions for no reason. Like, they're gonna come out from time to time. So it's no biggie, but the cards are just saying what the situation is. And yeah, maybe enough has been said and nothing more can be said. And you know, what was said in the argument obviously has been the truth, and has caused the relationship to just pretty much break down. But I do feel like you guys are soulmates, but you're definitely going through a rough patch at the moment, and you've got a lot of things to work through, and they're just really bad habits. The Devil card as well speaks just of bad habits like smoking. Drinking is more, and smoking as well as an addiction as well, but mostly addiction is formed through habit, you know. So I feel that there's just a lot of, maybe you guys have been together for a long time. You know, we've got the Ten of Cups here as well in the reading. We've also got the Ten of Coins as well in the reading at the top. I'll get to that in a minute. But it does say that this could be a very long-term relationship that you guys are in. The Devil card as well also talks about marriage, long-term relationships, soulmates. But the Devil card sometimes can talk about soulmates that have been brought into your life so that you can learn how to do relationships better, be a better person, look at your flaws. So, that will be a karmic relationship that will bring up all of your flaws and all of your insecurities, and then you hopefully deal with them. So yeah, that's what this relationship I feel is about. We've got here at the base of the reading, in your partner's subconscious thoughts, we've got the King of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So your partner may feel that they are much cleverer than you, and they feel like they're like much cleverer than you, or very, very clever. They feel they can outsmart this. They feel they can figure it out. I feel like you're probably seeing a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra person, and possibly a Libra as well. Possibly a Libra, more so. And they basically think they're really able to figure out a solution to the problem. They think that it's just a case of sitting down and really thinking about what are the words I need to choose to say the right thing to this person at this time to get what I need. They're very calculated. That's where they're coming from. So in all their actions that you may see them do in May, it's probably premeditated, not necessarily negative. Premeditation could be a positive thing. It could be premeditating lots of good things. So, but this person is someone who's planned what they're going to say before they've said it. And I feel that as it's pertaining to this situation, they're just trying to figure out how they can fix what has gone wrong. Because as I said, we do have the Ten of Swords here, and I think they're trying to make it up to you. They're trying to figure it out because they do want the Ace of Pentacles. They want a new start. They want things to be back to how they were. They want things to be stable again. They want a future with you again. You know? But it doesn't look like you're really having it at the moment. At the moment, I feel you may be too hurt and too disappointed. We've also got the Ace of, the Ace. I didn't sleep last night, guys, just bear with me. Got the King of Rods here as to how you feel. So you may be feeling that, you know, you're now going to take control of the situation, not waiting for them anymore. You no longer need to hear anything. You don't need anyone to help you make any more decisions. You've got all the information that you may feel that you need. In fact, you don't even care what the information is. You know where you're going, and that's where you're going to continue to go towards. This person no longer possibly has a hold on you in that way. You've started to take charge of the direction of your life, your passions here with this rods. And that is what leads you now. Is what really makes you happy. So it's like this situation has brought in a major end, but I think has also ushered in a brand new beginning here with the Ace of Cups. I think that's why this card kept falling out, because Spirit wanted to say, even though things are pretty final here, it's actually freed you up in some way, whether it be in this relationship still or a new relationship, to find true love. I feel that it's also by you actually putting it out there into the universe that, yeah, this is what I want. You're taking control, you're taking charge, and having that kind of attitude where you're deciding for yourself now what you don't want in a relationship and what you do want in a relationship. Now you've clarified that and you've made a commitment to that, and you're now passionately moving towards that, love is also coming towards you because of it. Okay, so we've got the 10 of coins and the Page of Swords in the position of what your partner intends to do. So what their intentions are. So their intentions is to have a long-term relationship with you. They want kids, the dog. They want to be with you when you're 90, and they want the grandkids at the Christmas table. They want everything. They want it all, and they want it with you. So yeah, this person feels like they've really messed up, and they want it all back, I think. They are being really smart about it. They are trying, again, there's another swords card here. This is someone who maybe is quite suspicious, but someone who's also very communicative, got a lot of questions. So yeah, they could be really trying to get, they intend to like get information from you, from family members even, to try to figure out what it is that is going to make you want them. They're trying to be strategic here. So this is how they're acting. So they're thinking that they're really smart, but in their actions, they're making small, maybe even quite innocent questions to people to try and figure out where your head is at, what you want, what they need to say to get you back with them, or back, or, you know, if you haven't broken up, and this is something else, just to kind of figuring out ways as to find out what you look for in a long-term partner, what kind of relationship you are after, what does a long-term relationship look like to you, what were your past relationships like, and those kind of things. So that, say for instance, someone has, you know, they figure out that you just love red roses and it means a lot. They might, you know, order a dozen roses for you like every month or something like that, in the hope that you would be convinced that their love was real, and to take them seriously. I'm sure it'd be more than roses, but yeah. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Cups here. So your intentions is to find your 10th cup. So they may be looking for their 9th cup, but you do want a family, happiness and everything. You may even want to work things out with this person, because I think you've got a lot of family together. You've got a lot of mutual friends, and you may want to kind of patch things up because of that. You may want to kind of reunite the families again. You may not want this split. Although with how things are playing out in the reading, it could just mean that you're, as I said, you're now kind of, you're full up of this love now. I think you may feel like you really got as much as you can get from this relationship, and you've you may have decided that it could go in a few ways. So you could have decided that, look, this is where we're at and I'm not happy. You're going to have to do something pretty concrete to prove to me that you're serious, and you may be, you know, wanting them to take it to the next level, become serious, become committed, you know, plan the wedding rather than just having this long engagement, or get engaged, moving in, things like that. So you could be looking for more emotional involvement with this person, to the point where you guys become a real solid couple. So it could be that that's what you're now looking towards or looking for. Yeah, I feel like you're looking for possibly emotional healing as well. You could be looking for that from this person, though. Whether or not they're going to give it to you, I think they're more focused on keeping things as they are. They like you being in their life. They like how life is, and they want to kind of keep it that way. They don't want to lose you. They realize that they may have invested a lot of time into the relationship so far, or if this is something new, then they just recognize that there's something worth fighting for here. There's something worth investing in here. And they want to invest in it. And it looks like you also want that, but you're more looking for, you know, a family and emotional fulfillment. They're looking for more stability and consistency. However that plays out, it does. It could play out in so many ways. It's a very general reading. There's no details here, really. It just kind of gives you a general gist, but yeah, okay. So I've rambled on for so long, 24 minutes. Forgive me, guys. All right, so we've got the 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Coins for the current position. This person wants to work really hard for the relationship. They want to, they recognize that there has been juggling going on, and that juggling is not really going to get them anywhere. It's not going to, yeah, it's fun for a little while, but then it becomes tiring and it becomes stressful. And then nothing really gets the full attention and nothing ever develops. So it looks like because of that, they've realized that following their heart and maybe seeing other people or having fun outside the relationship or just having fun, you know, drinking and just doing whatever that makes them feel happy, doesn't really lead to anything substantial. And they want something substantial, especially here with the 10 of Coins. So they really want something substantial, and I think they recognize that. And they realize that they can't do everything. They can't have it both. They can't have it both ways. They've got to choose. And that's what they've chosen to do. So they have made a commitment to here. This is also a very strong commitment card. This is someone who's got all the intentions in the world to make a full commitment. So this person could be really serious. And that might be why the Ace of Cups has shown up as well, to let you know this person is genuine. They do genuinely have intentions to patch things up, to make it right with you, or to get into a long-term relationship with you if it's, you know, that way around. As we've seen here, I said before, we do have the 10 of Swords here for you. So you feel at the moment, like right now, you don't really feel that, like you feel quite crushed about whatever's happened in the past, whatever lies that have come out, whatever truths that have been unearthed. You know, you've seen enough, you've had enough, you're ready to move right on, like you don't even want to look back, and you're focused now on, I think, just being happy. You're trying to get from this to that, and I think Spirit's trying to tell you that don't worry, like it's coming. Okay, so you're remaining really positive. You could be surrounding yourself with friends and family if you are healing from this, and Spirit is just saying, you know, hang on in there, it's coming, just remain positive. You know, focus on what it is that you do want, which is the 10 of Cups. This is your focus. This is your drive and what you're working towards. So do focus on that, and this will soon be over, or a thing of the past. So in the near future, we've got the 8 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is your partner's feelings in the future. They are... okay, so they could be trying to communicate with you. That's the most obvious message here. They could be trying to communicate with you, be quite, you know, send you lots of gifts and love letters and lots of romantic and passionate text messages, you know, really trying to woo you. And with the Queen of Pentacles here again, really, really pushing, for commitment. Here, a long-term relationship, a wife. This is a wife figure as well. So they're really, really pushing for that in the near future. They're not giving up. And that might be again with the Ace of Cups here. It's like saying this is real. This person's not going anywhere. They genuinely want to work things out. Yeah. I think the gravity of it has hit them here with the 2 of Coins. They've realized that whatever mistake they've made in the past, maybe by walking away, they were caught up in their feelings. In fact, they were just a bit of a mess before. They weren't really listening to their feelings. They were just, oh, I'm frustrated and I'm bored. And then they just went and did something. And then when they've done it, they're like, oh, Like that wasn't even worth it, and I've just almost lost everything. And you've obviously not been very happy about that. But it looks like in the near future they are not going to give up. They are pretty much decided, and there's 3 8s in the reading as well. They've pretty much decided that you are what they want. They know where they're going. They're not confused about it. They're quite determined, and they're also quite optimistic. They do feel that this is going to go somewhere, that their efforts are going to pay off, that they're not doing this in vain. And you know what? I feel even with this card, even if it was in vain, like they will still do it anyway. Like they don't care even if you do say no. They're still going to do it. They're still going to be determined to try and win you over, because I feel that when they're coming in with this commitment. They want to be your long-term partner. They want to, you know, lay some foundations here. This person's pretty serious. We've got 2 aces as well. So, you know, maybe it was a new relationship. Maybe this person didn't know what they want in the past. Maybe they were still searching for their 9th cup. And still exploring things and not really thinking about the, you know, the consequences. But they have realized now. Got the 7 of coins here for how you will be feeling in the near future. So in the near future, you'll be kind of obviously reevaluating things, looking to see whether or not this person is worth investing in, still if it's worth continuing the relationship. So you'll be in a state of contemplation. So you'll be in a state of indecision by the end of May. This person will probably proposition something to you, which leaves you in a position of having to make a decision. So yeah, you'll be thinking about, you'll probably look to see what he's done so far or what she's done so far. Like, okay, so the last 2 weeks, I see you've been working really hard to do this, you've been doing that. So you'll be really looking to see and assess this person's actions and see if they really do add up, I feel. And if they do justify you taking the relationship with this person to the next level. Because you're quite certain, I think, of what you want, and you want real love. This is what you're like really going for. This is what's on your mind. Like you're like, I want the 10 of cups. That's what I want. Whether it be with this person or with somebody else, that's your focus. And you now know exactly what love looks like to you and how you want it to make you feel. And yeah, I think you just now know what you want from relationships. You know when something looks dodgy now. Like I think you've just figured things out a bit because you're so certain here. You know exactly where you're going now. There's no confusion for you. But yeah, just a warning to not be too harsh with people as you do cut them out and move on. Maybe don't take things too far. Try to remain moderate as much as you can, even though you may be very angry. It is saying here to remain moderate, maybe because really and truly that there's like, okay, you might feel better when you vent, but you know, after that, like, how do you feel? Like, was it even worth it? All that upset and drama, you know. But the Devil card also, oh wow, sorry guys. With the Devil card here, I was just going to say, it could be that there's some addiction in the relationship. It could be that your partner is addicted to something, and that could also be the revelation that you found out about this person. This person really needs you, maybe because of that. They need stability in their life. But for you, it's like maybe a bit of a deal breaker, even though you might genuinely care about this person. You could be looking to see at the end of the month, like, it's all well and good helping someone, it's all well and good, you know, loving someone and being very loving, but what are you getting out of it? Is it getting you closer to your goals? Well, it's all well and good helping other people, but a line has to be drawn somewhere especially when it starts to affect important goals that you have for your life or values and standards that you have. But I've talked for so much, I'm gonna stop talking. Okay, Aquarius, love, May 2018. Okay, here's one flip out. Okay, so we've got twin flame, which very much ties in, for me, very much ties into the devil card, which maybe people might not agree with that, but yeah, it does for me, because it talks about major lessons, and it would also very much correspond with the Tower card. Twin flame relationships are never ever straightforward. They're always heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. There's runners and there's chasers and there's lessons that you have to learn, and you've got to learn. Who wants a twin flame relationship? But yeah, that's, I think, what this is about. It's about, you know, you learning major lessons here, okay, and major truths coming out, all for you to develop and become a better person, to be a more advanced, more evolved person. So you're being stretched here a little bit, and you're learning major lessons in this relationship. The base of the deck, we've got the Beauty Queen. So I think that's probably yeah, maybe a bit of a reminder to love yourself with the Beauty Queen there. She's very, you know, she beautifies herself, she looks after herself. That could be what that's about, but we'll see how it ties in as we go through the reading. Okay, so we have dating as the obstacle. So dating, maybe your partner is dating other people, or maybe this could be you. Yeah, so this is general. It could be you dating other people, and yeah, it's causing an obstacle in the relationship. It could be that your partner always likes that, you know, your partner may be your water sign as well, with the cup showing up, and it could be that they just need that emotional sustenance. And maybe you need it too, because you're also searching for that 10th cup. You're searching for that ultimate happiness. But I feel maybe for them, it could be that they just like that emotional rush of new relationships. They like that attraction, that person that, you know, sees them from across the room and then like sparks fly, I don't know, and, you know, all that stuff. So I've got a Capricorn moon, so yeah. That's possibly what this could be for dating to be the challenge. It could be that they kind of like that. They like the new start of the relationship. They like having fun, and that's really what they felt they were missing. Or maybe the challenge was that you guys were just dating in the past, and maybe you thought that you were kind of exclusive, and maybe you realized that you weren't. Yeah, that could be the challenge at the moment. Got the travel card as to what pulls you together. So you could both like traveling, you could both be traveling. Travel is what you have in common. I feel this is also talking about elevation, you know, with this plane ascending. Also looks like the sun is kind of setting as well. So it could be that you guys are both moving forward, both moving on. You're both developing, you're both evolving. You're taking things to the next heights. And with the sun setting, I feel that, yeah, that Ten of Swords is definitely, I think, reflective not only of your feeling that there's an ending, but also for your partner that way of life that they had, they want it to end. It is just an addiction. It is just a craving. It's not genuine, like it's not that they genuinely possibly want to date lots of people. It's just maybe they're in the habit of it because they've been dating for so long, and now you guys are ready to move on, take that next step together in your relationships, hopefully together if you're compatible. We've got the passion card here, so you're learning about passion. So you could be learning about what it is that turns your partner on. You could be learning about what turns you on. It could be, again, with this partner stepping out of the relationship, and we've also got the blonde female as to what they're learning about, and the beauty queen at the base of the deck, and we've got dating queen as well, and passion. I kind of feel like this person likes to just end that call. This person likes beautiful things, likes beautiful women, likes beautiful men, likes to feel beautiful themselves, likes to feel appreciated. They may like younger kind of women or younger people. And maybe that's what's exciting for them. You know, they just need that kind of excitement. But maybe you're learning that actually you can bring a lot of passion in. And that could be what this is about as well with the Queen of Swords. Not saying she's not a passionate person. I know that our air signs are passionate. We all know that. But you could have closed off in some way. You know, with the Two of Swords here as well, it could be that, you know, there's been a breakdown in emotional reciprocation for a little bit, you know, between you two. Or maybe you guys never even got to that stage. Or maybe there's an issue there. And maybe you're learning like different ways. You're learning about that, and maybe not realizing that it was an issue. So you see them as the wallflower. So you see them as introverted, boring. I'm an introvert. I'm not boring, so I'm not saying anyone else is. But I'm just saying the kind of words that come to mind. Someone who maybe doesn't want to take risks, someone who's fearful, someone who's trapped in their own mind, their own thoughts, not able to take a risk and just let things go. You may feel that your partner isn't opening up to you. That could be what the wallflower really is. This person is just not opening up. They could be present and they could, you know, be there, but they're not really giving you that emotional satisfaction that you're looking for here with Ten of Cups. And they see you as a dating queen. So they see you as dating lots of people, or they see you as someone that they're dating. That's how they saw you maybe in the past. But look, we've got dating queen here. So this could actually mean that they think that you're the queen, like you're the one that they've chosen. Yeah. They may have been attracted to this. You know, this could have been tantalizing in some way. But they're actually seeing you as the queen, I feel. And they may be giving you lots of gifts in the near future to try to let you know that they do actually genuinely want to take you seriously. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the reading. Sorry it was so long-winded. But I hope that you found it interesting. I think this reading was one of those readings that are going to be a bit longer because there's a lot of spirit really wants to get something out there, I feel, especially with the Ace of Cups jumping out, and yeah, it coming to me to do Aquarius reading. So yeah, I do wish you really good luck for the month of May. And I hope that everything works out. Please let me know how it goes in the comments. I would like to know which one of you this reading is for, and if it resonates. Yeah, let me know. All right, take good care. Bye.